Good morning and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here. We are on part 3 and the final part of building set number 75288, which is the Lego AT-AT Walker. This is the progress so far. This is bags 1 through 6. I know it looks more like a feral cat with these skinny legs than it does an AT-AT Walker, but I'm pretty sure this next bag is going to fix these legs and make them look presentable. But for right now, yeah, it looks like a feral cat. And I thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys are having guys and gals are having a good morning so far on a Sunday. I'm having a decent morning. Good morning, John. I actually was trying to figure out again, running some numbers on a spreadsheet this morning, trying to see what exactly is possible when it comes to the country house and trying to formulate an exact plan of when that can happen. I have to say, if things stay as they are, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but that's okay. That's as far as I got. My plan was, if I do what I'm currently doing, when will I get there? Good morning, Greg. How you doing? Thanks for joining. And so the idea is, now that I know what I'm doing, how long it will take, is to find a way to speed that up by making a few changes here and there and plugging those in the spreadsheet and see where it lands me. So that's kind of the plan after the live stream, is to play around with those numbers and see what makes it happen, what makes it pop. And good morning, Jenny. And just to let you know, excuse me, I don't mean to do that on camera, but I don't really have a way I can, maybe there is a way to mute it, and I just don't know it. But I do have some ideas of what to plug into the spreadsheets, the changes to make, and I'm very anxious to be able to do that after this live stream. We'll get some numbers and see how that changes the outlook on getting that house. My absolute goal, yes, almost done, Greg. We are certainly getting there. The absolute goal in this house, though, is, if at all possible, when the capital gains tax doesn't apply anymore in February, is when I'd like to make my move. And so I do have a target in mind, and I have a few ideas of how to get there. I just got to plug into the spreadsheet and see what the outcome is and see if that is at all possible. Alright, so we added these little stabilizing bars in between all the legs here. And let's see what's next. Hopefully we can beef up these legs, like I said, make them look presentable. Because right now, like John was pointing out yesterday, they look scrawny, in my opinion. They look like a feral cat who hasn't had enough to eat. And you know, I have to admit, when I saw this for the first time on Empire Strikes Back, I was like, I want to say I was 7 or 8 years old when I first saw The Empire Strikes Back. And boy, when you saw them things on the screen, they were just the most awesomest thing ever, seeing the AT-AT Walker for the first time. And you know what? I still think they're cool. I like how Star Wars has remained with them. Even so much as the very last movie, The Rise of Skywalker, I think it's called, Episode 9, where they still had these things. Yeah, they look a little different because they beefed them up, the armor, and the heads look a little bit more beefy, but it's still the same thing. So, pencil legs, yeah. Better than pencil something else I can't say on Family Channel, but yes. They do look like that. I guess that was just like the wrong time to stop the video. It was right there. But yeah, any plans for 4th of July weekend? Yeah, actually there are, Jenny. I will get to that just in a second. So when I watched a movie on how they made The Empire Strikes Back, And when they did that, if you look closely on the, not the remastered versions that came out, but the original version, the lines on the cockpit of the snow speeders when they're fighting the AT-AT walkers, they're slightly transparent, and you can see the where they're flying and stuff. You can see the background in there. So, oh boy. That's what you get. All right. So, 4th of July plans. Yes. 4th of July plans are, that is right at my mom's birthday. Well, not exactly, but close enough. Her birthday's right around that time. And so, yeah, I'm going to spend some time with her. She's nearing 80. So, got to make sure I spend that time with her. I want to anyway. It's not like it's a burden. I don't want it to seem like that. I love spending time with my mom anyway. And also, at the same time, is my granddaughter's birthday. And my granddaughter will be turning 3. And her mom is coming out here to visit during that time. And what I'm thinking about doing is renting a boat for the day. So, there's a Bear Lake up there, and they call it the Caribbean of the Rockies because it is very clear, the water, and it's a pretty good sized lake too. So, rent a boat up there and spend the day up there. That's kind of my plans for the 4th of July weekend, and it's almost the same feeling I got when I saw the Star Destroyer open up A New Hope chasing. Yeah, you know, John, that was also a really awesome moment there where I was just in awe to see the immense size of the thing on the screen, because I mean, you know, I think we all knew it was a model, but the thing is, just you could see like the representation of how big this thing was supposed to be, and the fact that Leah's ship, which was pretty decently sized itself, easily fit inside of that. It was just really awesome, which is what makes Spaceballs so dang funny when Spaceballs has their ship come on the screen, and it just looks like it never ends. It's making fun of the Star Destroyer. Do I have any plans today, John, with the family? Not specifically. I usually spend most of my days with them, especially my granddaughter. I'll probably end up taking her to the park today. Today's supposed to be the last nice day. Or that was Greg that said that. I've got plans for family day. Yeah, probably today will be the park with my granddaughter for a little bit. Today's supposed to be the last day of decent weather. Other than that, we're supposed to be in the hundreds or right at 100, high 90s kind of thing for the next several days. Today's the last day of it's going to be in the high 80s, low 90s. So yeah, today will be a park day that way. 'Cause I don't, once it reaches near 100, I don't want to be out there. And I can't find my pieces here. Oh, here they are. So that's what kind of day it is for me. What you guys got plans for today? And I'd like to hear your guys' plans for the 4th. What do you guys got going on? What you got planned? Anything good? Okay, wait a minute. I did that wrong. All right. Nothing for me today. Maybe work, says John. For now, I still feel not part of things here. Yeah, John, that'll take a little getting used to. Because I had some of that too when I first moved here, because I lived away from family for over 20 years. And then I moved here, and my family has their routines. They do a monthly dinner to celebrate every birthday, anniversary, graduation, whatever takes place that month. Gets celebrated on one family dinner, and I hadn't been part of that for 20 years. So the first couple of them I showed up to, John, I felt out of place because obviously they were bonds and things created and friendships created that I wasn't a part of, and so it felt kind of weird attending those at first. But now I absolutely love them. So I think it just takes time, and plus, you know, I'm the kind of person that I tend to be an introvert, and so I kind of just watched to kind of get a lay of the land, like, you know, who's friends with who and that kind of thing, before I started like really talking to anybody. So it took a while. And Greg, yes, light speed, ridiculous speed, ludicrous speed now. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty crazy. All right, so let's at least take a look at these anemic looking legs, and let's attach something to them. Okay, we got another ×4. Sleeping possibly. Yeah, you know what? Yesterday, I took about a 40-minute nap, and not ashamed of it. Felt good. I don't see anything wrong with taking a nap once in a while. What I really need to start doing is I have a stand-up desk for work, and I really need to just keep that thing in the open position or the extended position, because I really shouldn't be sitting. I really shouldn't be sitting that long. Nobody should be. It's not good for you. And not only that, you burn double the calories just by standing versus sitting. So even if you don't exercise, you're going to burn twice the calories. And I don't mind poking a little fun at myself. I think I can look like I can burn a few calories. So even if it is just double of nothing, 2 times 0. Oops, kidding. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. You guys, my witness. I'm gonna start leaving my desk open in the open position for at least 2 hours a day on my work day. I'm gonna start with 2, try to work my way up to like maybe 6. I don't think I could do the whole day because there's just times you got to sit down. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that. See if that makes a difference. My back will probably thank me just because I'm not sitting, and I do have a nice, comfortable pad for my feet to stand on, so it's not like I'm standing directly on the cement down here. So yeah, not sure how I got there. And John says I met my neighbors but not officially introduced yet. It was in passing. Yeah, John, that's one thing about Utah that I really like, is that the people are friendly here, and I was able to meet my neighbors fairly quickly, and we've already become pretty good friends. And like if I go somewhere, I'll let one of them know. And I'm missing a pen, but I've got plenty over here. And if I go anywhere, I just let them know for the weekend, and we all keep an eye on each other, and I keep an eye on them. And like the people behind me went somewhere for the weekend a couple weekends ago, and I have a camera that points to their back door, and I have the box small enough so I can't. They don't trigger the camera when they're back there playing in their own backyard. But I have 2 settings on it, and whenever they leave for the weekend, I make sure that I use a second setting, which is the full view of the camera, so it does capture most of their backyard. That way, if anything happens, we've got it on camera. And see, this is really weird because did I really mess that up? Yeah, I really did. Okay, well, guess what, guys? I could fix that in a heartbeat. I used the tile instead of the plate. But that's an easy fix. Okay. So I always think it's good, John, to get to know your neighbors, especially when they want to get to know you back, because I've lived in areas where people don't give a, about their neighbors, and I barely know who they are. In fact, sometimes I didn't even know their names. So, nice switch to be here. And Greg says, put on the head and you are done. Yes, pretty much. I should say, because you guys are here along the journey with me. We are certainly getting there. Okay, so let's make sure I didn't mess anything up there. Okay, we got these. Of course, I say something I'm not messing up, and here I go. There we go. But that's the cool thing about Legos, man. You make a mistake, it's not really a mistake, no, is it? My parents and I are going. Oh, just Jenny. I'm sorry. Jenny says my parents and I are gonna go for a little fun luncheon with the Bluegrass Jazz Band on a boat in Cincinnati. Well, that's cool. Yeah, when I lived there, there were some places that did. They called them cruises, evening cruises, but it's not really the cruise like you'd think, like on a huge boat and out in the Caribbean or anything. But they're still pretty cool, where they take you on a boat, and sometimes it's those old river boats with the oh, come on, what is that called? The big wooden thing, the paddle thing. And then you have a nice dinner, and the boat's not moving very fast, so it's not rocking you or anything. And those are pretty cool times, man. I've been on a couple of those, and when I lived in D.C., one of my jobs rented one of those boats, those types of boats, and we did an evening cruise, as they called it. So I hope you enjoy yourself, Jenny. I hope that that's a neat experience for you, and I hope you come back with some good stories. Now this is different because these are not at all printed on, and if you know the other versions of this, they are printed. So that's interesting. Okay, why is this not going on? Oh, well, okay. I answered my own question. It just fit right on when I took it back off. Well, now these legs aren't looking so bad, in my opinion. They're really not looking all that great either, but and they're certainly not looking like a anemic feral cat. Oh boy, come on! This last one just doesn't want to play ball. Oh, what the heck? I can't get this last one on. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it as is. All right, now we are on the final two bags, which are both labeled 8. Latest Star Wars news: Boba Fett ship is no longer going to be named Slave 1. Oh boy. Please tell me that's not related to any. Never mind, I'm not going to go there. It's always been called Slave 1 as long as I've known. Now, I have parted out, oh, I don't know. I'd have to look at my database, but I have parted out so many. And I mean so many of these AT-ATs in my store. This was a fun one to part out. The figures didn't last very long at all the first time I sold them. It took about, I'd say probably 3 or 4 batches before I ended up with extra, well, like they didn't sell right away, the figures. So, comes with 2 AT-AT drivers, and they have the little short guns, little short blasters. All right, we have General Veers, the commander here. If there's a bingo night, I may go with Mom. And actually, bingo reminds me of, if you guys have seen Naked Gun, I can't remember which one, where he's going after that guy who thinks involved in O.J. Simpson getting shot up. He goes into his office and he's sneaking around in his drawers of his desk, and he goes, "Bingo!" And of course he pulls out a bingo card. So a little stupid humor for you there. Really don't know why I find that funny, because it's absolutely silly. Of course, I guess I just answered my question. That's why I find it so funny. Wobbit, yeah. C's Light would expect more meat on it. Yeah, it does, John. It'll probably go into my evaluation, because I'm going to today. Boy, I can't believe I keep doing that. All right, let's fix that. Yeah, that'll go in my evaluation. As soon as I'm done here today, I'm going to, before I get to my spreadsheet, I'm going to do the review video of the other ones side by side, and that'll be tomorrow's video on the channel. And Greg says LegoCon was a huge disappointment. Yeah, I somebody popped on here, Taco something popped on here yesterday and mentioned it, that, you know, if I was going to it, but then when I asked for details, he was already gone by the time, and I answered him pretty much right away. I would have liked to have, I imagine that was online with everything going on. I wanted to go. And actually, if I can ever get myself financially secured where I don't have a job, I'm running my own business, then I plan on going to many of these conventions, Lego conventions. There's plenty of them throughout the U.S. and there's a couple in Canada too. And travel around and show some of my own creations and get the word out there about my channel. And so far, Jenny says, so far the weather is very pleasant too. Yeah, you know, I hope it is. I hope the humidity stays down for you to a more comfortable level. And then he meant wobbly. What's the and that's what John said, meant wobbly, not wobbit. Well, I thought you were talking about Elmer Fudd or somebody. I didn't really know what that comment came from. So I. But now I understand, John. Thanks for clearing that up. And Greg says, "What's the next build you have?" You know, that's a real toss-up. I don't really know. I could do the world map, but I don't think I want to do that as a live stream, because that's going to be really boring. That's not really something that is a very big conversation piece. Although I do need to do that one. I don't think it's what I want to do next. I do have the space station, but that would be a one-time. That's not going to be several live streams. I can get that done in one live stream. And I know John would like that, the International Space Station. I could do that one on Tuesday, if everybody's up for that. If not, I've got plenty of others. I've got the red Ferrari I'm looking at. Boy, I don't have my glasses on, guys, and you probably don't even know that I wear them, but I do. Just don't wear them around the house too much because I can see close, I just can't see far. And so I could see the boxes, but I can't really make out what they are over there. The red Ferrari is the only one that's visible. Everything else is kind of hidden, so and I can't see the little pieces I can see. They're blurry, so it's kind of hard to know what's over there. But I've got plenty of it. In fact, this live stream's been going for 25 minutes. I'm probably gonna be done before the hour. So I'll tell you what. How about if I grab a couple boxes and we discuss that, what I'm going to build next at the very end when I'm done with this. Oh boy. Yeah, it'll be 25 minutes if I'll be done before the hour if I can get this done. I keep messing this up. I'm my own worst enemy today. And I might head over to Walmart too, and Target. I need some more folding tables. I'm using all the ones I have here for various reasons, and I really need to have more. I've got so much I need to do, and I just need the space temporarily, so I don't want to build a table. So that's the perfect answer, is one of them $40 folding table things. Oh boy, so this is different. Might take 10 parts to do the world map. Yeah, it probably would. Okay, so I don't... Oh, I'm like trying to put it somewhere else. It doesn't belong there. Greg says the Aston Martin DB5. You know what? I could do that one, because you're right. It is sitting over there. I didn't remember that. But it is sitting right there. Oh, shoot. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, now I'm paying attention, so let's do this. Yeah, I think the world map one is definitely... I'm going to build it on camera, but I think that one's going to be a time-lapse photography thing, because it's just too long, in my opinion. And I'm trying to keep people interested, not put them to sleep. That's probably what would happen. And you're right, John, though. It would take 10 parts at least. So, nah, probably not going to do that one. But the Ferrari and the International Space Station, yeah, I mean, those are possibilities. And also, like Greg suggested, the James Bond car would be a fun one too. So got plenty of material to go off of. No shortage of Legos. And trust me, guys, if I ever ran out of money and I couldn't buy the current sets that are coming out, I've got over 1,000 sets sitting in the next rooms. I should say not rooms. And I could definitely pull some of those out and just build them on screen. And then plus the fact that I've got, I could do a live stream, and I've thought about it, doing a live stream where I just kind of take a lot of the smaller sets that I have and just build like maybe 5 or 6 of them, or however many I can get done in an hour on screen. I've thought about that, because I've got, got all those bonus ones they give you, like Amelia Earhart's plane to, what are some other ones I've got? The Lego brick made out of bricks. I've got like the tuk-tuk little transportation thing you'd see like in Chinatown. I've got quite a bit, so There's no shortage of ideas. There's only a shortage of time. And let's see, speed build or live stream? Do you do the Coliseum? Greg. I have done the Coliseum already. I did it in 4 or 5 different time lapses, and each one of them were about 45 minutes an hour. That's how that set was brutal putting together. And in fact, when I am done here, I'll go grab it. And that's actually one of the more funner sets. And I ran across a guy who built the Coliseum. It was not Reddit, Rebrickable. My goodness. Yeah, well, that's great. All right. But anyway, I came across Rebrickable. There was a guy who had built the Coliseum in its heyday, and so it wasn't missing any parts to it. It had a retractable, cloth roof like the original had, and he was selling the instructions and the parts list to it. I did not buy it. It is a project that I would love, and I mean love, to do. However, like I was saying earlier, there's no shortage of ideas. There's just shortage of time and money. So I doubt that'll ever be a project I will actually ever do. But I think it's the most coolest thing. And he also did it in white, because the Coliseum was originally not the tan color that we see today. It was more polished marble. I don't want to say marble, but whatever it is. It was more polished, and it was more like an off-white originally. So that would be a really cool build. I don't think I could ever get to it. Oh, there we go. John says I would still tough it out and do the world map in a live stream. Yeah, I don't know, John. That would take up approximately 10 sessions, if you know what I mean. And if it does that, that's going to take about 3 weeks to get through with the rate that I do them. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so oh boy. Okay, so this is facing this way. I think that's correct. Yeah. All right, so there's that. So this is starting to look more and more like the AT-AT Walker you see in the movie, thank goodness. But yeah, I've got plenty of things to think about and to plan out as far as the channel and what's next. I am open to suggestions, and I trust that if any new sets come out, if I have the money, I will be going out and getting those. I'm actually kind of glad there's been a slight reprieve from those, because Lego was coming out with so many, it was hard to keep up financially. So, but now they slowed it down just a touch. Okay, I missed a piece. Okay, well that makes Lego and their dang instructions. Sometimes they just don't make any sense. Wait until you get family members to build your Legos. You know, that's kind of a disappointment, John, because my daughter, before she moved here, she was like, "Oh yeah, I want to help you out. I'd love to do a couple videos and all that." And okay, well, she gets here and she don't feel the same way. So I don't think she's gonna help out, and I know my son won't. So. Yep, and I'm pretty sure my granddaughter can't do it. I'm sure she'd like to, and I'm sure her videos will be interesting just for the fact that no one really understands what she's saying, and they spend most of their time trying to figure out what she's saying. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what she would do. Not gonna try it though. John, keep them 30-minute builds. Yeah, it's typically what I try to do is keep it 45 minutes an hour, but there was one guy that I watch his stuff, and he did a 10-hour live stream straight building the Mos Eisley Cantina. Well, my hat goes off to him, because I surely could not do a 10-hour live stream. I imagine, I mean, okay, look, I'm not trying to be gross, but I imagine you had to take breaks to go to the bathroom. I mean, how could you do it? Oh, man. If you need to bounce around some ideas off us, that's great. That's what we're here for. Yeah, and I would love to, John, because there's no way that I can think of everything that's going to be interesting. And not only that, I mean, heck, if I do some of the things you guys asked, then you're almost guaranteed to show up and watch it, which would be awesome. So, and Greg says, imagine Lego came out with the USS Enterprise and UCS Kill. Whew. Yeah, that would be a biggie. And you know what? I know John would buy it. I don't care if John had to skip 10 meals in order to buy that thing. He'd be skipping 20 meals if he had to buy the USS Enterprise in Lego. Especially the Ultimate Collector Series. That's what UCS stands for. Scale. I know John would do that. Heck, John, I might even skip 10 meals, lose some weight, and donate the money to the cause for you to get it. Who knows? Alright, so we got... Oh, so this does not actually... Well, guys, I am going to have to. I hear my granddaughter screaming at the top of her lungs. She just woke up. So I was going to show the Coliseum, but I'm going to have to jet as soon as I'm done with this because she's going to make her way down here and start screaming. Stop screaming, but that doesn't mean she ain't gonna continue. This is what granddaughter will eventually. She's here. Come here. Come here. I'll be there in a minute. Okay? I'm making a video right now. So this is funny. It doesn't tell you to build it twice. Huh. Oh, yeah, it does. You want to come sit on my lap? No? Okay. Well, as you guys can see, she's in an agreeable mood today. I like how they attach these blasters versus how they've done it in the past. In the past, I think they butchered it. They should have used X-Men to take out the walkers. I agree, John. I mean, if you take out the Death Star, you'd think they'd be able to take out, even with this, with the what do they call it? The heavily armored. They still could have done that. All right. Well, this concludes this build, and I'm sorry I was going to show you the Coliseum, but I can't this time. But this concludes the build of the AT-AT Walker. Took 3 parts, so about 3 hours, and it's set 75288. And I don't know what's up for Tuesday. I'll let you guys know. I'll send out a one of those previews telling you what's coming out next, and a little invite to attend the live stream. When I know what we're doing. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon, and be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next video.